Alright, so some of you may have noticed, astute individuals of you, that I have different theme music today. This is to celebrate sort of an upcoming EP release that I'm putting out. I'll make a separate video with more details about that later. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. It's going to be under the title, the artist name, I guess, Moonfound, but it is a solo Nick Sibicky project. But again, more on that later. Anyway, I have spent more than 5 hours at the gym the last 2 days. Oh, I forgot to play here. I'm not even playing Joseki. Okay. And so anyway, I woke up pretty sore. Started off with a cold shower, followed by a really hot shower, and still my muscles don't want to move, so we're just going to play some Go. I think that's how. Like, let's turn on the camera, let's record some Go. That's fair. Yep. Okay. I also want to play here. This is so big. But it looks like his Moyo grows faster in the grand scheme of things because of this thickness, so I should probably play something a little bit more active on his side of the board. But, you know, oh man, here, or here. This is the move I want to play. And whenever I say that, I'm pretty sure I'm doing the wrong thing. So I'm learning about Go and life. Can't always play the move you want to play in life. But yeah, I like this start for black. I think black's having a good game. We're going to have to work a little bit here to... Ooh, still want to play here. Let's ask for something big. We're immediately going to get in a fight with this giant thickness on the left corner. Ooh. I'm not sure about that with these two stones. Okay, alright, we're just going to... Black's is going to attack everything. Okay. Alright, cool story, bro. Wow, you're going to play there too. We got some big stuff to do. I could even ask first, but I don't know. I also want to play this exchange. This exchange isn't... Like there's a high risk of him not responding, right? So, but we're going to do it anyway. High risk of no response. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. He'll jump in the corner. I'm actually just kind of happy he's leaving these two stones alone for a moment. Although it's really hard to know, like the next move is committing for either player. So I understand being timid about wanting to play up here, because it is so committing for me to either run out or for him to try to kill. Granted, you say, well, no, Nick, it's just an attack. He doesn't have to commit to anything. Yeah, I know, but if I run out and live relatively easily, it's just going to be not enough points for him left on this board. I want to play this. Can't play this. This makes this move look really bad. So that's unfortunate. Alright, good result for black here. But, you know, we still got this big, large Moyo at the bottom. Black is not wanting to come after these two stones. Let me just pull back here. Seems reasonable. I would definitely want to make sure these two stones are uncomfortable. That's why I'm still mousing over this point. Like, I really can't play this point directly. Or it doesn't feel good, because then black just builds a top as big as my bottom, and black also has 3 corners. Although I guess black never responded to this. So, oh really? He's just looking for free stuff. Alright, we'll pull back one more time. The last pullback. No, the peep is interesting. Black wants to take this descent. And then I descend. and then I come on top. And all right, we will respect the peep. This is a big capture, but it gives black even more thickness. I think I should play this one first, though. It's probably better. Okay. We play shape point. I think so. No hallucinating. We gotta get some more central influence here. I still want to come back and play this move. This is small, huh? But it's the shape follow up. But all right, let's just ask. Let's play this and ask. Okay. Well, let me get to play that. All right, so there is still a black Tsuji here with this clamp. I'd be a little bit mindful of. Oh, it actually doesn't quite work, right? No. Maybe wedge first? There is a shape defect here. I think wedge first maybe is better, but even then, not clear because of this cut. So maybe I'm okay. Maybe it's okay. Let's jump out. Let's make this bigger. Giant fight. We're going to go towards this giant fight for the center. Yeah, I don't know how the shape of this board is gonna go. I can go a lot of different ways here. Okay. That's a way. We could peep in Hane and get out and ahead of this whole group. But man, just filling here leaves us with we can just take the corner. So we can use the Aji now to attack this group. We can save the Aji for doing something severe later down. Black's gonna immediately defend the corner because of that Aji. Which again actually lets us attack the base of this group a little bit more directly. So we're not unhappy. Like, all these are very fair exchanges. Like, these are all choices. And man, that's what goes about. Like, what do you want? What do I want? Can we negotiate something? Like, that was just, I know that we played those moves very fast, but that was actually like a really nice example of a negotiation of what everyone is prioritizing. Man, I still have dreams of playing this someday. Now, again, I have the option. Same negotiation. I can lean on this and get stronger here. And sort of use that Aji, or I can save it for later and do something more severe. And right now, yeah, let's keep saving it. Let's let it ride. Let that Aji ride. Of course, I put this in the AI, and the AI is going to be like, no, stupid. Should use that Aji to secure your group. That's a great way to use Aji. But alas, here we are. Actually pushing this once before this peep. This peep makes black very weak, though. Are we okay? We're still kind of okay. We still have this move. So we're still kind of okay. Let's play here. This is the kind of move Q players don't make very much because they're once they reach a certain strength, they can see that, oh, there's a peep. You know, if you're like super double-digit Q, maybe you don't see this peep here, and so you are too fearful to play it, and that's fine. Like, that's just where you're at and go. Now this peep is turning into something, but we're okay. This move's very potent. Okay, we're almost alive. Just about alive. And so, okay, yeah, it's going to take a That's a nice point. Is this good? Maybe this is the point I should be thinking about. It kind of looks like it, huh? Almost for sure. Let's just play there. Better than this. We're still aiming at these cuts, so we can even play here. This is also big. It's actually maybe not as big because black's already undercut here, so there's not points, but it's a nice shape point. All right, black is rapidly taking command of this area. This is what we were fearful of. So, corner over here, still hard. Feels like we need to play this. So we will. Nice and simple. We definitely don't have as much cash as I'd like to have at this point in the game. Ooh, asking. We can play reasonable. We can even just take a small chunk over here with a move like this. And this is just gambling. I kind of like it though. Kind of like that. This is fine, but oh man, no, it's not fine. We need to find a way to take advantage of this cut here. Like, there's no way we win this game if we let this cut get protected naturally. So let's ask. And I suspect black will just probably back off. And oh no, okay, no, ball's out. Here we go. Oh, okay, backing off now. Black's backing off. Does this work in any universe? This feels important. Let's play it. Push through. We're going to give you a Panuki, dude. You want the Panuki? You can have it. And, you know, in a case where black made this big, thick wall early on the game, if black makes a Panuki exactly 3 spaces away from it, I think that might be the definition of overconcentrated. So this is why we're allowing this. Ooh, this cut, it almost is good. Can it ever be good? Really can't quite be good. I really don't want to take this peep. I want to cut. I want to cut. There is a chance it could eventually be good if I have taken that stone, which I haven't done yet. Can I Hane instead? No, crazy. But I can jump, right? Tari, split, run. Okay, we can jump. We'll just jump. Also, this move is pretty powerful because, yeah, the sets up a lot of moves in this area for black. This extension. Okay. Let's keep on pushing. So, yep, just honey. Don't take this Atari first. Don't do it. Because I can still come back and capture now, right? If I did this and black captured, I wouldn't have that. Let's play solid. We want to keep pushing again, very strong. But again, we're making headway. If we get this capture, right? Black is looking at pretty much a maximum of now 20 points in the middle, which I know still seems like a lot, but compared to the size it was not. It is not. Ooh, wow. Wow. All right, if I play here now, does that solve all my problems and I can just kind of... I don't know what it does. Don't know. I want to play this one. Yeah, this feels increasingly important. We will respond in kind. Yeah, black is just trying to naturally help this group. And yep, we should have read this out just a little bit, which we did not do. Can I play here? This is super dangerous for black, right? Atari and Atari. No, I can't play here. That is unfortunate. Is there any way to make it work? Oh my gosh. Yeah, pulling back makes it work. So let's just do that. Very dangerous. This one little stone. Oh my gosh. You're just a little paratrooper. You just went in deep behind enemy lines. Okay, this is peaceful. Very peaceful. Extend. Too peaceful. I didn't get anything out of this. Oh! Oh no, that's better. Yeah, that's better for black. Alright, we can't fight this Ko yet. Maybe ever. So just keep on pushing. Oh my gosh, this Hane still works. All because we never took the Atari over here. Black still can't cut. I guess black can cut, but it's an exchange then, not a clean profit. This might be kind of big too at this point. So that's actually worth quite a few points, even though it's not worth as much to black as it is to me because of this undercut. Oh man, is this big enough? This has got to be bigger, right? What about this move? This is a cool move now. Let's play it. Yeah, this is big. This is like, oh my gosh, this is like 20 points, this capture. Just take the Ko. Wow. So does that mean I just make this exchange now? I'm not entirely certain what to do with this. Yeah, this is huge. This is almost as big. Do I care about this capture? I really don't think I do. Like really, really. All right, let's take that. And the reason why I'm saying this is 20 points is not obviously because capturing one stone is worth 20 points. It's the follow-ups for both sides. Namely, yeah, so it's Sente. Like I just profited in Sente, essentially. If black didn't play there, I would have multiple follow-ups against this and be making points the whole time. And each of those follow-ups you can kind of think is worth half the value, is a kind of shortcut way. And it's not entirely true because there's follow-ups to follow-ups. So there's like fractions of points. You might hear Go players talk about things being worth like a third of a point. Especially in Ko fights, that's kind of how they're calculating it, because they're taking all the follow-ups and dividing it out by the number of moves it takes. And even though I'm taking one stone, the follow-ups are worth a lot. And you take the value of that follow-up, and then you divide it by 2, and then if there's follow-ups to those follow-ups, then you divide those by 2. And if both players have follow-ups, then you actually don't really have to divide by 2 because it's worth that many points to both people. And so you can see how the points kind of get large very quickly. This is still a good move, though, huh? Is it big enough? No, we don't need to play it yet, but let's take that point. I should be focusing my attention instead of talking, actually reading down here. This is, wow, black even responds to that. Alright, well, let's play there. Black seems very concerned about this for some reason. Yep, okay. Well, that's fine. Alright, again, I'm not doing the reading I should be doing. This is a good move, though. We should definitely take that. Carve out our little territory. That's a live shape. This is also big. Oh man, is there stuff in here that I can do? This is big too. Let's just play this. I know that seems really slow, but it's okay. Alright, now what black can cut in here, nominally at least. Did I get value out of this cut? That's actually going to be a question we'll have to talk about in review, I guess. Because it certainly feels like I did. Right, because I have my own hanging cut. I don't think, it still doesn't feel like I got enough profit out of it. And that's the sad thing we're unhappy about. Alright, how does this go? There. Let's just play there, that's big. We got time to actually do a quick count. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. And then plus this, let's assume everything goes awry for me. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So black's hanging right around 60. We do not have 60. That's unfortunate. What do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Oh man, looks like we're down after Comey. We're down by about Comey. So this game has not gone that well, it turns out. But still some things to do here. So not over. And again, this is assuming that there is a good. This is all good for black. How do I take advantage in here? Is it this move? Not quite. This one feels kind of good, but also looks like it gets cut. Let's play that one. At the very least, it's kind of menacing. Okay, that's fair. I don't really want to respond to that. I'd really like to threaten to connect over here somehow, but don't quite see it immediately. Yeah. Are you gonna co? No, okay. Thought he might be eyeing it for a second. I'll come back and play this throw-in later. Ooh, yeah. That was big. That was pretty big. All right, I got real small. Oh, and that was big. Oh my gosh, we just kind of took some hits here. Also big. Feels big. Not sure that it is, but let's try it. This is experimental, dubious kind of move. We need to drink some tea. Yeah, we're just getting kind of brutalized here. The end game. We need to go for broke here. Like it seems to be in this game. Oh, that doesn't work the way you think it does. I think black. All right, start here. I don't know. Oh, I should Hane too, huh? Oh, this is a problem. Yeah, there's still this this eye here. Right? Maybe? Ko. Maybe Ko. Alright, looks like Ko. Play here? That's such a wrong shape, right? That can't be right. That's a nice, that's a tricky move. Let's take this Hane. Nope, yep, I just saw it. Yep. Alright, no good. Didn't get a thing. How we should have played this. Don't know. The AI is going to be so pissed at me. Oh, that AI is going to be real unhappy with how we played this. It's kind of big. This is also getting kind of big. Maybe this capture was bigger. Probably. Yeah, we don't have the points. Don't have the points. This needed to be a Sibicky. That was the only way, I believe. this is also big. Maybe I should have played that one. Yeah, almost definitely. So, is this any of this kill us? No, right? This is always an I. This is not always an I. So that's a problem. But maybe we play here first? Let's play here first. This was a terrible idea. Who had this idea? Oh my gosh. Dun, dun. Well, push up now. And see. Oh yeah, this wedge doesn't quite work because he has Atari. Okay. Little problem, little problem. It's going for the kill. All right, 1.5 eyes. We played very dangerously. Oh. All right, this is your last chance to repent. Oh, he has the link up over here. I can't even... I thought I could cut. Oh, I still have the cut. No, I still have the cut. It's okay. Are we still okay? We might be okay. Maybe. No, probably not. No, he can make 2 eyes too. But we will try. Never got that wedge. I kind of wanted. Is this Tetsuji? Is this Tetsuji? Still a good move. I mean, it's a mild Tetsuji. It does not solve all my problems. Yeah, he connects there. He can play here. None of this is working. But we must try. Oh, yes. This fails. Fail, fail, fail. All right. All right. Tough one. Tough one. All right. We're here with AI Sensei. I'm not going to lie. After that game, I just went upstairs and ate a bowl of pasta. Because sometimes you got to eat a bowl of pasta. But I did come back down and review that game. And, oh, my screen is not at all centered for you people. That looks better. Somewhere in there. And oh man, look at that graph. This is just killer. Can I even point to it? Wow, look at that. I'm actually kind of pointing to it in the camera. That is bad. This is such a tight game, actually. For the most part, you can see there's a lot of jaggedness here in the middle. That's because of the Ko that I didn't really fight. But it's a tight game all the way through, even till the end, where I thought I was down by about a Komi. As usual, I greatly underestimated my own points, and it was really like, I don't know, within 2 points for the most part. And then after that, I get in a little bit of trouble, and you see this wham, 65-point loss at the end, where I lose the right group. The AI, of course, knew exactly how to make two eyes, and I didn't, so I definitely want to show you that. And yeah, this in the end felt like a much tougher loss. Like, this was, I don't know. Let's teach you some things, okay? Let's see what we can learn from this game. Here, let's get back in here. And first thing is, the AI doesn't really care that I don't really finish this Joseki. It's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Not my style. I very much like finishing that Joseki. So to end up with a board state, this is a little bit dubious, but for my own style, at least. But it's fine. Of course, when I was early on in the game debating, do I want to try to build something while reduce or just break up? The AI is like, neither. You want to invade the corner. Because it's a robot. And that's what robots do. Robot's going to do what robot's going to do. A little bit of the right-hand side surprised me just a little bit. The AI is very much looking for a fight here. Where in my own Go mind, my own Go style, I guess that's really the thing I want to say. I thought allowing white to basically cover the bottom right-hand corner and just build the bottom in a really large way, and basically meaning the only problem white has is how to manage these two stones, was too good for white. And the AI barely agrees. Like, it's like there's like a 1 to 2 point lead. So I actually thought this was a better position for me. Yeah, up until this point, it says, yeah, white is up by 1.8 after black plays this move. So, you know, slight advantage for white, but it's very slight. This move, yeah, I knew it was dubious in the game, and the AI agrees. It's only a 1 point loss, but so it's still technically in white's favor according to the robot. However, later on we're going to see the follow-ups here that I struggled with in the game, and I just couldn't find the sequence. You'll see that the AI doesn't really have a sequence either. And really the most I can do is really reduce. There are some crazy longer scale, bigger picture kind of sequences where white actually exchanges these stones in exchange for basically taking back the corner. But that's the best white can do, which I'm not really surprised by. Like, that kind of felt like the way in the game. All right, the first move, other than sort of like this very absent-minded Tanuki from this spot over here, the first move I felt really bad about was playing 40. I shouldn't play 40. I know this Joseki. Like, this is the worst one compared to all the other options. And this is the move that essentially just swings the game back to black's favor. I'm talking very slight swing. Again, this is still a close game. In the game, you heard me lament about the C7 stone just feeling real bad. And indeed, it feels real bad. Okay, but here, what was interesting is after this push, the AI just likes cutting immediately, which is crazy. And then there's this move. This came up in a few other variations I looked at, where I couldn't figure out, like, what is the best move for black to deal with the two white stones. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, nothing really feels right. It always feels like white squirms away too easily. And the move, the amazing move that the robot has to deal with that is right there. And let me even play a white move so black, my phantom stone can be black. Isn't that awesome? Like, how often do you see that shape where you have a 3-space, offset extension to a 2-space, large knight to another 2-space large knight? Like, oh, like brain's gonna explode. Just look at those large shapes. Oh, and so many variations inside those, hard to read. Like, yeah, I don't know. Like, that's just go. That is cosmic shape moves that I was not prepared for. But anyway, you'll see that move occasionally get the green light here throughout these next sequences. Keeps coming back to it. Anyway, after this, yeah, it also really wants me to make this exchange so much earlier in the game. You're going to see that being a pretty consistent theme as well. Just taking this right away, there's almost no loss. Now, later on, it could have been a co-threat, so I don't want to say I'm vindicated by the robot, but the fact that we have this large co-fight in the middle that never happens, but the shape is there, means that actually not taking it might have been correct. If I can read 50 moves into the future, and probably more than 50, maybe 100 moves into the future, and see, oh, there's going to be a huge co-fight in the middle. Yeah, I was surprised at 57 being so wrong. Just wants to come back here and take that large knight. It's like, yeah, whatever, these are trash. You know? And I was also surprised that 58 was so wrong. I was like, yeah, this feels pretty Sente, but no, it really wants to come over here and manage 2 stones. So after these exchanges, white does get a little bit of the lead back. This clamp is okay. Clamp is like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But certainly following up on it right now is bad, because now it weakens this a little, just way too much. Right now it's actually really hard for black to do anything because of the Augean here. But once I just make black put a stone there, now all of a sudden, you know, black has the ability to cut through. And like, again, in the game I never really came up, but I did make a mental note of, like, I'm a little bit worried about this cut becoming a thing. And it's definitely much more likely to become a thing after I give black that move. So this was a net minus. You can see the game is still very close. Like this whole thing, this whole graph is very misleading just because of the giant spike down here. But for the most part, with a little bit of exception where I pull a little bit further ahead, like almost 10 points, a little bit less than that, according to the AI, for the most part, this is all within like 3 points, like this whole game. It's a very tight game. Interesting to note here, this is probably what I would have considered too if I was the human. So I wasn't surprised at all by my opponent doing this, but it's actually the AI's least favorite choice. The AI was much more concerned with, well, in general, first of all, this group, which was interesting, but second, playing in these other points to help out this group, which makes sense. But also, you're going to see the AI really likes this point. It's basically Sente for white, and I should just play it. And it really undercuts the black base. It also starts to make an eye for myself. It even has the ability to make 2 eyes after threatening to connect to this. So this is a very flexible move that is more or less forcing and greatly increases my group security. Now, in the end, I do get it, but you're just going to see the AI going, no, no, no. Look, 2 people want a base. Like, it's a group fight. You have to prioritize the making of that base. Okay, yeah, did not like jumping out here, which is, well, it's really just compared to making a base. What's the point loss? 2.1. Yeah, so you're going to see this. It really, the AI just doesn't like how any of this attack goes. Everyone, the AI is just staring at us, just laughing, like, hey, it's base time. And we're like, no, it's not. It's run to the middle time. And yeah. However, what it does like is it does reasonably like my peep here and building a base over here. But there's an amazing defect that neither my opponent and I realize. And, you know, in the game we talked about this peep and how, you know, when you're really just learning Go, you're not scared of this peep yet because you don't know that it's a peep. And then you get a little bit better to somewhere in, you know, low double-digit Qs or even single-digit Qs, and you're like, oh, I have to worry about this. This is a real serious problem. And then you get to like Dawn level, and you're like, oh, this isn't really a problem. This shape is so flexible for white that white has a lot of counter maneuvers. And so that's usually the progression for this. But in I think both my and my opponent's assumption, we just left a blatant defect in the shape. And I'm not sure if any of you spotted it. There's a little sacrifice black can do that, you know, wins a few stones and takes away my base in quite a potent way. So you're going to see the AI prioritize the top moves up here a little bit more than either of us did in the game because we missed the defect. So I'll show you that when it comes up. Again, the AI, after this move, it doesn't want to do anything down here. It's just like, yeah, black's strong enough. Take your other moves. This other cut that I never got in the game, the AI is just like, yeah, you should go and cut it. Here, we'll pretend that black doesn't make that exchange. Analyzing, still wants to do that first, of course. Let's just do that so it shuts up. Then we can come back here and cut. And this is what the game should have been about. Just white just fighting in here. While putting pressure on this, maybe finding enough strength to counterattack this. This is what the game should have been about, and it never was. We just didn't do it. I was always trying to like there's a proverb that says, if you want to attack in the east, make noise in the west, and that's kind of was my strategy for the whole middle game. And so I never got to attack in the west. Or attack in the east? How did this go? Attack in the east, make noise in the west? Yeah, I never got to attack in the east, except I was literally making... Don't worry about it. It's fine. Alright, but over here, we hit a really nice, strong sequence from my play. I'm just playing AI moves here for the next, I don't know, a few moves that made me feel really good. You're cutting on this side. Just check out all the blue moves from the white player. That's me. Including that jump there, including that tiger's mouth there, and finally we succumb to, being a human again. But, yeah, that was a nice sequence for me that, you know, it doesn't feel like I accomplished much. But by sort of breaking into this, first of all, I just limited Black's potential, because it's what Black wanted. This group is still a little bit tenuous in terms of its life and death. And I have the potential to break in more and expose some defects. It was very pig-headed in a way. Like, it was very just like, we're just going to slowly push this door down. But it's exactly what I needed to do to keep all that tension still in the air. So here you can see the AI is a little bit like, oh, this 99 doesn't help this stone. It makes white very happy, and indeed, this was a good mistake, and sort of where I take my biggest lead of the entire game, because Black just sort of backs off here. At this moment, it looks like this would be a better timing to come down here and play this stuff or take this exchange. If I do all these things, I get to now, come back and basically take the stone or continue the attack this way. Again, we talked about how big this stone was in the context of the game, and that's a pretty solidish 5-point lead. You might be wondering if Black takes here, how bad is this? Well, remember, I still have this move. This is not really a closed area, so I can, if Black cuts it off on one side, I can reduce it from the other. And taking the stone here doesn't mean the attack on this is over, in fact. If I get a little bit of strength in here, I can still play some moves that threaten at least a Ko. So this is a lot of possibilities. You know, Go is very much a game about possibilities. Yeah, didn't really like Black's move here, but, you know, it's good enough. You're going to see me sort of very much get hated on. 4.3 loss by the AI. Wants to make this exchange before deciding what to do here. If we do make this exchange, looks like AI, oh wow, it's got to do some sort of cut through here. What is, oh my gosh, I don't really like going down these rabbit holes, but this is a rabbit hole. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Full-on capture. But it is Black's move, and Black is now has no problems in the middle. How is that even close? It says White only has a 6-point lead. This feels like such a good result. Is it not a capture? It has to be. Is it? There's no Sibicky. Analyzing. AI is confused. AI is like, go do something else. Here, take that. Oh, is it not a? It's not a capture. Wait, what? Why doesn't White connect here? Oh, not a capture. Not a. It's not. It's definitely. Yeah, that's why. This is not Atari. I can never Atari from that side. Okay, that's why the game is still even. This is not a flat-out capture, but White does get to reduce the corner in a pretty major way. So Black would get no corner points, but not die. But although Black would, you know, capture some other points here too. So that's okay. We solved the mystery. Sorry for the rabbit hole. Crazy. Here we play all the AI moves, and this is the code that I was talking about. In the game, I even said, oh, Black will now just pull back here. And the AI very much agrees. Almost a 5-point loss, threatening this Ko. And at this point, what's most concerning to me is that instead of starting the Ko, the top AI move is to use a Ko threat. That's got to be wrong. That's got to be like a computer fail, right? Like, you got to start the Ko and then make the Ko threat. Like the AI is skipping a step. So maybe this is like one of those weird edge cases where I am better than a 10,000 play out. Go AI. Humans for the win, I guess. Okay. But I get a little bit stronger here, which actually makes the AI even more, or sorry, the co-threat even more menacing. Because after I get these exchanges, it is like, oh yeah, I can totally fight this co, no problem. I just have to have co-threats. And according to the AI, I totally have them. And if I play the correct move, yeah, we're close to a 10-point lead. Almost just about 9. Now, black is going to fight tooth and nail for this co-threat. Losing this would be a disaster. But, you know, I have some weaknesses. There are some things that black can take advantage of, number one. And number two, there's not a lot of threats for me. Like, even, you know, like we pointed out down here, it looks like black has a vase of maneuvers and can make some exchanges, you know, either losing a couple stones here for a couple stones here, or just link out while I take away all the points. I can do a lot of damage, but basically the only thing I can really take down cleanly seems to be this group. Maybe I can play some bad exchanges over here, but those lose points, so it's not like a game-winning co. It is very much a negotiation, but definitely have the advantage. Definitely want to have the co that if you win it, you get something big, and if black wins it, black gets something small. Very invested. Okay, so here the AI, it says taking the co is bad, but it's really not that big of a hit. Just over a point loss. I should make these exchanges. It really, this move upset me because the AI does want to play here eventually. It just wants to make these exchanges first. I guess that's reasonable. But here, this is the first time I think we see the magic move, the one defect that I failed to see in the game. This move makes this cut work at N17. And if you don't understand why, figure it out. Here, it'll come up again later. And it'll be even clearer to see after we play a few more moves down. But let's keep going. You'll see this is like smiley face city, because neither of us see this Tetsuji, this sacrifice. And in fact, black's going to come down, play here. Okay, and I take this base move that finally it wanted me to play a long time ago. And again, it's still on the board even after this. So check this out. If you're wondering why is this move good? This move just gets netted and captured, right? Like immediately. Like dumb. It's totally dumb. But black has this move. And now what do? Well, if you just Atari it, well, you just lost these stones. And this is still true before black made these exchanges as well, for that matter. Like, black doesn't need a stone at P18 or Q18. These whatever stones were here would still die. The other option, if you're like, no, I don't want to lose any of my stones today, is you just play here. And now we just play here. And again, if you don't want to lose these stones, well, you got to play another move. It can be here or here. They both work. But now, wants to make an exchange first. Fine, we'll give you your exchange. But now we can just run that cutting stone out. Isn't that beautiful? And just not delightfully, I'm white, so this is terrifyingly cut the two groups apart. That's just terrifying. Right? If your opponent plays this stone in the game, this is definitely like a, poop your pants moment. It's like, wait. Now, here in the game, I should play here. And it's not over yet. Black should make this exchange now. Oh my gosh, then it wants to do co. Oh, it doesn't even want to follow through. Or if we follow through, you can see white has to make a choice, and all of a sudden, again, white's cut. Now white's healthier in this spot, but still. Okay, so isn't that just a, poop the pants kind of move? Like, yeah, you gotta look out, like, it's amazing. It's amazing how effectively this move attacks effectively a two-stone white group with 5 liberties, right? You would never think this is weak, but it is. or it really is a weakness because black can capture the other, this three liberty group around it or more. So just amazing. Tetsuji totally missed in the game. Both of us missed. And yeah, I felt bad about connecting that in the game, but yeah. This move, interesting. Let's see the timing of it. Yeah, now I get to push and now play there. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good sequence. I really wanted to find timing or a way to play this. I just didn't really have the way. And I guess starting with this cut makes sense because now my opponent just feels in the back foot about getting cut. All right, anyway, we're kind of going back and forth here according to the AI. No one is really figuring out how to win this game. At this point in the game, I think in the video I said, something along the lines of like, I'm probably down by about a komi. And it's really not that bad. You can see it's basically even. So I definitely undercounted white and overcounted black. In part because, again, I just gave all this to black because I didn't know what to do with it. But I have moves just to reduce it. I could have just reduced it. And that's big, in a tight game like this. Yeah, this move is terrible. I don't know what I was doing. This is, like there is a ko here, I guess, that black can go kind of balls out for if I don't play here. So let's do something else. Let's play something real gote. What's big but gote? That's big but gote. Okay. So if black plays here... Oh, no, there is no ko, because I can just play here. Never mind. Ha, ha, ha. I was reading out B18. Yep. That's no ko. Okay, never mind. Okay, good talk. Good talk, people. So this move is just pretty trash. Like, it's a big endgame move, but we're not there yet. We gotta do all these other things. B10, P1. We got other things to talk about. This move, yeah, it turns out the AI says this is a 9.7 point loss. That's amazing. Like, that is huge. AI says I should just throw in right away. AI has to defend the corner group, and now I just play something else, just Tanuki. Let the stone do its thing. That's crazy. Yeah. This is my intuition to throw in right away, but I was too timid to play this. But yeah, this is just dead. Or ko? Looks ko. Yeah, ko. So yeah, I think I did read that out as ko in the game and didn't do it. So that's a bummer. All right. Well, this is not the game. Go back to the game. There we go. All right, now we went back far enough. So anyway, you can see black takes a huge lead here, but doesn't really capitalize on it. I can kind of crawl back into this endgame. Back to even over all these exchanges. And then we're gonna sort of zip forward. Oh no, we have to show you this lower right, I guess. Best move is to play there, it turns out. But even then, this doesn't work. Like, it's still not working. So I don't know what the deal is. For most of the game, I think the AI wants to play P1 and just reduce. But, oh well, not after this. No, actually, especially after this, P1 is just the best move. Like, there's... Oh, no, it says... Well, no, actually, the AI likes my move, yeah. It actually likes my sequence very much after I make that exchange, but the exchange is bad. So, in the end, I don't get really much reduction. We get to come back and play that. We play that. And we're coming back. There's even a moment. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, no, right. Yeah, here where it's a 0.1 point game. Like, this is dead even. And it doesn't feel like it. Like, when I count the score, it just looks like, look, this is a big corner. This feels like a big corner. Black has a big territory here and a small territory here, and probably a smallish, medium, so let's say small territory here. And look what I have. I have one big territory here, a big territory here, a medium territory here, and a small, tiny. It doesn't add up. Like, those two don't feel equal, but turns out after Komi, it's just close enough. So over here, I decide to fight back. And now I think your job is to figure out how to live. Because the AI is like, oh yeah, you're totally alive. I just didn't find it. I came really close to finding it. I got really close. But I think this is the type of thing First of all, I could have just played here. Like, that's just a big enough point. And it just lives. Like, no thinking. So should have done that. But even if we go past that point, we assume, okay, we're going to try this. I'm still not dead. So you got to find it. And I bet this is like one of those problems the Q players are going to get before the Dawn players. I don't know if that's actually true. But let me know if it is. Because it might be, this is the kind of thing that's much more obvious to Q players, I think. When you're not looking for every scrap of AGI and possibility and trying to keep all your options open. All right, so black takes away the eyes here. Again, still we have the same problem. Black plays here. Okay, white to live. And this move doesn't give it away. This move doesn't actually make you live. So, but it does threaten to make an eye, so you can play it for free. All right, so here, yep, and you know, white has some options down here. And all I have to do is just play here. This is it. That's it's alive. like, isn't that just stupid? Like, why didn't I see that in the game? Now, the thing is, I'm still down by 3 points. But, you know, no, that's fine. That's better than down by 65. Now, if you're wondering why does this live, well, I'm threatening two things. I'm threatening to make an eye at L15, and I'm threatening to link up. That's it. It's that simple. Oh, and actually, as the AI is processing this more, it's even under a 2-point game. Best response seems to be throwing a stone here. I can just connect this way. Black connects, and I make an eye. I guess I don't need that stone. It's better to capture a stone than to save a stone. And there you go. Black can't pop out this eye. You know, black can come in here. 2 eyes, guaranteed. And if this were all to happen, let's see what the AI says as far as a score. The AI is very confused right now. Yeah, just about a 1-point game. So in the game, obviously this didn't happen. I got preoccupied with messing around in here, and I don't know. I just had let's see, the last possible moment where I could have done this. Doesn't even mind that, Atari. That's fine. Yeah, but this one where I threatened to cut off this group and cut off that group. Well, the problem is this group can be alive and this group can link up. So cutting the two of them isn't threatening. There we go. 64.9 point loss. Super unhappy face. All right, well, that was a close game. I hope you learned something. I'm tired. And it's still morning. Like, still in the AM. Haven't even hit noon yet. But that's how Go works sometimes. You know, you just log on to play a nice game, and you play a nice, tight game, and then just have a total collapse at the end. Oh, it's a feeling I know well, and I'm sure you all know it well as well. So, anyway, happy going. We'll see you next time. Get the stones, get the balls, capture race.